I don't even know how I'm going to talk about this. After what happened with Charlie Kirk being senselessly murdered in cold blood, seeing people on the left just do whatever they want to do, say whatever they want to say, and have this insatiable hunger that will never be satisfied. After what transpired, they are now moving forward to another target because they can never be satisfied. They got to move on to someone else. So now we got on Reddit, r/the D program says, do him next, please, in reference to Asmongold. Tectone says, the tolerant left guys, disgusting fucking bastards. And Grum's quote tweets it, says, is anyone surprised? Everyone is on the list and people are posting this kind of stuff all over Blue Sky. It got so bad that Blue Sky had to finally step in and start cracking down because it was everywhere. By the way, you know it's bad if Blue Sky is like, guys, we can't do this here. This is too much for us. And here's my concern, that it may, obviously, hopefully not, for all things that are holy, nothing happens to Asmongold. But my concern is it's going to be another figure that they're going to keep going. Like it's almost like the copycat. They want the precedent has been set that this is okay. The person got away with it. And there has been no repercussions for anyone on the left for the past, I don't know, decade or so. So now they're getting pretty brazen. Jonathan Cho says, happening now. Some whack job just spray painted, kill all Charlie Kirks on the Seattle Central College sign. This is obviously a threat, but what the far left doesn't realize is that this madness is actually catalyzing reasonable Americans to now say, we are all Charlie Kirk. Courage is contagious, and the movement will continue. And of course, this is in Seattle. I don't know if it's like the mercury in the water or what, but holy shit, Washington State, Seattle specifically, Oregon, while we're up there too, and even NorCal, San Francisco. I don't know what's going on with the Pacific Northwest, but my goodness, there is severe mental illness going on there that has gone unchecked for years. And this is what happens when there is no control of this kind of stuff. People start going around and saying some crazy things. And it's not just the Pacific Northwest. We also have students at UT Austin are asked about their feelings about Charlie Kirk getting killed. The answers are horrid. One says they're happy. Another says it's good. One that someone had to do it. These students are lost. So, yeah, let's listen to what
Charlie Kirk got shot and killed. How do you feel?
Happy. Goodbye.
Wow. Did you see that Charlie Kirk just got shot and killed?
That's good.
Wow.
You know what is really just makes you realize what's going on right now is the youth. I'm going to sound like such an old man when I say this. The youth is so impressionable. If radical leftists can get to the youth first, they can control their minds instead of allow them to think freely and understand that what they're thinking is absolutely insane, which kind of speaks to why they killed Charlie Kirk, because he's someone that got to the youth that would prove to them that they need to think for themselves. And the radical leftists are like, we can't control people when you do that. We need to stop this guy. And we see it in the eyes. These students are zombies to the world, just spitting out what they're told to say from their professors.
Oh, that's good. That's good that people are getting shot just off a political view. Good that people are dying in America.
Did you see that Charlie Kirk got shot and killed today?
Yes, I did.
How do you feel about that?
I don't really have any feelings about it. Who are you?
So there you go. That's another one where they're like, are you on my side, or are you somebody that's going to make me look crazy?
Charlie Kirk got shot and killed today. We're just getting people's opinions. How do you feel about that?
Girl, someone had to do it. And that's how I feel at this point in time. But
Yeah, I appreciate your honesty. I truly do. So you said someone had to do it.
yes. Try not to get all pulled up into that, but he was a misogynist. He was a disgusting person with disgusting beliefs.
So if you had a
He's a disgusting misogynist that had a beautiful wife and kids and a family put together perfectly. The American dream. He's a disgusting misogynist. You thought that's bad. Listen to the follow-up here. This is going to piss you off.
you had a magical wand, a magical button that you could press and keep him from being assassinated, would you press that?
No, I think
That's to me, that's like as bad as being the person murdering him. We're like, oh, you have the chance to save him. You can actually not have this happen if you choose. That's crazy.
things happen for a purpose. And if that's how his life was ended, then that's how it was ended.
Imagine someone just grabbed it. I'm assuming this is a girl. Grab this chick with a knife and put it next to her throat. And you stand there and be like, I have the chance to save you right after you said that. But you know what? Things happen for a reason. Let it go. Like, that's literally the same thing. That's crazy. This is from Sir Dam. They said, stop letting these people run their mouths, and it stops pretty quickly. They need to know what it's like to be afraid for their lives. This is from N Wokeness. I would have killed Charlie myself. 33-second clip. Let's hear these guys. What these definitely totally not low T people, what they have to say.
Do you support his death?
I do.
You support his death?
Fuck Charlie Kirk.
You support Charlie Kirk being killed?
Yes, I do.
On the day he died, you're here at a vigil for Charlie Kirk, and you
They're at a vigil for him dying. What a piece of shit. He's wearing a pink T-Mobile hat, by the way, which tells you quite a bit about this character. ATB says they all have crazy eyes. They really do.
support his death.
Do you support a Nazi?
No, I don't support a Nazi. Charlie Kirk wasn't a Nazi.
Yes,
Support it.
followers him.
You support his shooter?
Yep, sure do. Freedom.
He's calling the interviewer a Nazi. He's like, you support the shooter? He's like, sure do.
Support Charlie Kirk's shooter.
Sure do. He did us all a favor.
He did us all a favor. Man, look at that freeze frame, by the way. What a piece of shit.
Would you shoot somebody like Charlie Kirk?
I would have killed him myself.
You would have killed him?
I would have killed him myself. Man, I wonder when I hear stuff like this. By the way, this is like everywhere. These people, this guy is not alone. This is insane. How many people are coming out of the woodwork right now talking like this, where they have these thoughts in their brain? There's so much anger they're filled with that they just want to see people die and suffer. It's fucked. It makes you wonder, like, what happened 40 years ago or 35 years ago, however old this guy is, when his mom was pregnant with him? Was she getting drunk? Was she smoking cigarettes? Was she doing drugs? Does this have something to do with that? Because this is not normal to have a brain function like this. There's got to be an explanation. And maybe it's just as simple as indoctrination. Maybe that's all it is. I'm just searching for reasons as to how people can be this soulless. This is crazy.
Yourself. Okay. You have a job here in Seattle?
Nope, I take that for a living.
Nope. I do what for a living?
I take that for a living.
I didn't even know what he said. This guy looks fucking crazy too. He said, do you have a job in Seattle? He goes, nope, I have something for a living. So he lives off the government, it sounds like, and he doesn't even work. These are the people that are threatening to off people like Asmongold. And I know Grums has gotten plenty of these threats in the past as well. And these people are feeling very emboldened from what's happened. This is Emerald Apple, who says, some people are calling for unity in these times. And I wonder, unity with that crowd? How do you befriend demons who want to kill you for your ideas? Charlie Kirk invited the conversation with faith, family, borders, the works. And they answered with lead. FBI's dangling 100,000 for tips, but the real manhunt is for any scrap of sanity left in the discourse. The leftists have absolutely lost it, and they are still celebrating. The moderates, the normies, and people who aren't even political are echoing the same message. This isn't politics. It's predation on your own blood and soil. They want to kill us, and our loyalty to the living trumps olive branches to the bloodthirsty. And I guess I'll leave it with this, because these people, they are communists, they are Marxists, they are ideologically broken people that are just angry at society for their own shortcomings, filled to the brim with projection and hatred. And there was a clip from Geeks and Gamers that I saw earlier that I really wanted to leave this off with. This is from Dan Vask. I said, how did he squeeze that much truth into a single clip? And I really think this is important for everyone to hear what he has to say here from his own perspective in Brazil.
Just wanted to say something from the Brazilian perspective, like what happened today is grave. What's been happening in the West, not only the United States, we've seen it happening in the UK and Brazil, is grave. But it's not surprising. I am a Brazilian. I have seen that sort of shit happening before. You guys remember in 2018, Bolsonaro, our only opposition to the left here in Brazil and maybe in South America at that time, was nearly killed in an assassination attempt in my town, just in my town. I was there at the rally. And when that failed, the left now is trying to kill him, to assassinate him politically.
Kind of reminds you a lot about what they did with Trump. They tried to literally kill him. And when that didn't work, they tried to arrest him. They tried to drag him through legal proceedings. I'm not here to pretend like Trump is like the most perfect person in the world. Trust me, the dude's made a lot of fucking missteps in his life. But holy shit, what he has gone through to get to where he is right now and what he's dealing with. And you see how these people react when it's someone that they don't like in power. They will stop at nothing.
Trying to lock him for life. I know what it's like to watch a country eaten away by Marxist ideology, and this is not random. This follows a pattern. Marxism, socialism, communism, it's all different drinks made out of the same poison. It's an ideology responsible for some, if not the greatest man-made killings ever recorded by history. So a murderous ideology, people who defend a historically murderous ideology are capable of murdering, are capable of committing those atrocities that historically they are aware of and are still defending. History repeats itself. So something that always shocked me about some Americans, not all, but some of you, I feel, don't know as much as you should about Marxism. Don't know as much as...
He's spot on with this. Because I will be the first to admit, I didn't know too much about Marxism before last year with the whole Kotaku Detected. And I was searching for answers. I'm like, why does this feel like a cult? Why are all these people of the same mentality? Why do they all back each other? They have this crazy perspective on life that makes no sense at all. And then I start diving down and researching it and finding out, oh, it's a mentality of communism. These people are injected with ideologies, most likely from the colleges, but who knows? Maybe they just got to them at a young age and pushing this propaganda and using their pen to try to push it to the masses. And using video games as the fucking vehicle to do that. And when I called that out, I became target number one for them. Now I'm being sued by one of them. And to the extreme where it's such a laughable lawsuit from anyone that's logical. They can see it for what it is and be like, what the hell is she even suing you for? But when you take a step back and you realize, oh, it's a Marxist, a communist, someone pushing an agenda that doesn't like me for exposing what they're doing, they will stop at nothing. You see how these people act. You see how many of them want to kill people. It's fucked up. It gets real life real quick with these people. She didn't have a problem doxing me in the lawsuit while withholding her own address. She didn't have a problem contacting my own wife, showcasing information about my family to people. She had no issue with doing any of that because she doesn't care about the fallout. If anything, you could argue she wants something to happen to me. That's why she would do those things. These people are fucking crazy. And I'm not just saying that. Like, I have lived through this. It's scary shit. So I'd like to think I'm caught up on it now. But I agree with Dan. Most people don't know what I know. I need you to believe me or research on your own and realize that this is some scary shit we're dealing with right now. This is nothing to be joked with.
You should about the history of communism. And I'm here to encourage you to change that. Read about it. The Black Book of Communism, great work. Learn the numbers, study the records, and you will understand that what happened today with Charlie Kirk was not extraordinary. It follows a pattern. It's the norm. A murderous ideology is going to murder. I'm not here to encourage you to do anything stupid. I want to encourage you to stay firm, to stay vigilant, be rational in this moment, but also don't be naive. It's time to start having the balls to bring the change from down up. Politics is downstream from culture, right? And culture starts from down up. It starts from you having the balls in your personal life to start saying no, to start cutting ties, to start issuing ultimatums, to start saying, what the fuck, dude? That sort of sociopathic, evil shit doesn't cut with me. If you value my friendship, don't ever bring that up in front of me ever again. Politely but swiftly start bringing change to your personal life, to your personal relationships. Start saying no to that evil in your relationships, in your business, in your family. And I promise you, your life will be better for it.
What a banger video from Dan Vasc on Geeks and Gamers, and wholeheartedly agree with it. I see a lot of people that are trying to say, oh, we need to try to come together. We need to work to in times like this. Like, no, fuck that. I would take the complete opposite approach. Ain't no way I'm going to try to come together with someone that is actively wanting me dead. Are you retarded? Like, who would want to be like, yeah, sure. That's like, oh, sure. I'm a sheep. Let me go and hang out with these wolves. They said that they want to hang out. That they're just animals, just like I am. What could possibly go wrong? It's fucked. The entire situation is fucked right now. It goes back to what generations before us have said. This is nothing new about this. Communism destroys everything. And for a long time, there was like a golden era in the United States specifically for most of my life, first 20, 30 years, you could even argue, where it was fine. Capitalism reigned supreme. People could argue capitalism is getting to a elderly state right now, and it's a struggle. And this is where Marxism, using communism to push an agenda to destroy a country, is finding cracks in it to try to take over. It's coming in really hard right now. And I think the best defense is to understand what is happening. If you research what these things are, you realize exactly what they're doing. And communism, at the end of the day, it's just like capitalism. The people pushing it want to be the ones on top and keep everyone below them and call, oh, we're all the same. We're all the same. That's not, no, it doesn't work. I don't know how many times you have to prove this, but yikes. And the lengths that these people will go to, they will stop at nothing. And with the whole Charlie Kirk situation, that should be reminder exhibit A for eternity, for everyone to point to that and be like, that's why communism doesn't work. These people are your enemy. You cannot try to befriend them. You cannot try to reach across the aisle and shake hands with them. You need to know what they're about and completely separate yourselves from them and exterminate communism from the United States. And I stand firm on that. And the more that this shit keeps getting pushed, the more I'm going to push harder on. I know capitalism has plenty of faults, but it sure beats the alternative. I will leave that one there.